Hi everyone, today we're going to explore acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Specifically, what is it? What are its most common symptoms? How many people does it affect? How can it be treated? And I'm going to even pose the question, could this possibly be genetic? If you're new around here, I'm Michael and welcome to Diagnosis the Series. What exactly is acute lymphoblastic leukemia? Well, acute lymphoblastic leukemia, also known as A.L.L, develops when there's a mutation in the white blood cells. The white blood cells then produce rapidly and prematurely. I decided to go to the interwebs and pull up the most common symptoms associated with A.L.L. I was going to make a list, however, chemo brain over here would have had a really difficult time trying to remember all of the symptoms. And I figured I could pull up a list, we could go through it, and I can tell you if I had any first-hand experience with these symptoms. Alright, the first one, frequent infections. Yes, I actually had a sinus infection from September of 2017 up until the time I was diagnosed in August of 2018. Fever, no. I actually don't run fevers that much. However, I did run a neutropenic fever in December, and that was scary. That was extremely scary, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone else. Would not even wish that on my worst enemy. Bruising, yes. I did experience a lot of bruising, a lot of weird bruising. I just chalked it up to the fact that I'm very clumsy and I bump into everything. After being diagnosed, it made total sense why I was having the weird bruising. Bleeding that is hard to stop. No, did not experience any bleeding that was hard to stop. Flat, dark, red skin spots. Yes, I fell off my longboard, which is right there. Fell off my longboard last summer and scraped my ankle. And my ankle healed up, but it left a dark red skin spot. I still have it. Pain in the bones or joints, yes. I actually had a lot of pain in my lower back and in my legs to the point where it was very debilitating and I wasn't even able to walk. One afternoon after work, I was laying on the couch and my sister came in. She wanted me to walk the dogs with her and I couldn't even get up to go walk the dogs. It hurt that bad. Lumps in the neck, underarm, stomach, or growing. No, I did not experience this. However, I will say, when they were doing the examination on me and they were like feeling my neck and feeling under my arms, it was very ticklish. And I'm not really a ticklish kind of person, but it tickled. Maybe I was just very nervous. I don't know. Pain or fullness below ribs. Wait, yes. I was about to say no, but I did have that. I did have the pain below my ribs, and I actually went into more depth about that in a different video, so I will link that video in the description below. Weakness, yes. Fatigue, yes. I feel like those two though go hand in hand. Paleness. Honestly, I don't know that I can blame leukemia or the fact that I've been, going through chemotherapy on me being so pale. Granted, it hasn't helped by any means, but I've always been a very pale person. Loss of appetite, yes. I actually think that was my family knew something was wrong because I love food so much. And last summer before I was diagnosed, we would always eat on the front porch. So I just have a vivid memory of it being really hot outside and trying to eat and just picking at my food. But I was not hungry, even though I knew I needed to eat. Shortness of breath, yes. But here's the crazy thing about that. I didn't realize how short of breath I was, and then when I went back and watched old episodes of Operation Adventure, I could hear it. I could literally hear it in my breath. And what's also crazy about that is the fact that when I go back and watch old episodes of Operation Adventure, I can see my health declining from the first episode all the way up to the 11th episode. So it's a bit insane to me, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, fun fact, I'm kind of a data dork. Granted, I don't really like math. However, sometimes with seeing the data, it really helps me comprehend the issues at hand. According to the American Cancer Society, A.L.L is not a very common form of cancer, and the risk of actually being diagnosed is about 1 in 1,000. In 2019, they estimate about 5,930 new cases of A.L.L are diagnosed each year. 3,280 in male, 2,650 in females. From that, there are about 1,500 deaths from A.L.L, 850 in males, and 650 in females. A.L.L is more commonly found in children 3 to 5. Children younger than 5 have the highest probability of actually being diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Overall, about 4 in 10 cases of A.L.L are found in adults. How is this treated? The first stage is induction. During induction, patients are given a strict regimen of chemotherapy drugs to kill off all of the leukemic cells until the patient goes into remission. I began the induction process on August 15th of 2018. On November 16th, I went into remission, and then on January 22nd, I finally finished chemo. That was a great day. That was a really great day, actually. Because A.L.L. is such an aggressive form of cancer, they had to treat it aggressively. I had 2 different cycles of chemotherapy drugs and 8 rounds of chemotherapy itself, which meant I had 4 rounds of each cycle. I hope that I explained that correctly. There was cycle A and cycle B. Personally, I handled cycle A a lot better than I handled cycle B. Cycle B just turned my body into complete and total acid, or sorry, should I say, it made my body acidic. Also, during each regimen, I had to get 2 lumbar punctures, one at the beginning of the cycle and one at the end of the cycle, and they were not fun. The second stage is consolidation, which is usually given to patients to help them remain in remission. This usually happens before the bone marrow transplant. After consolidation comes maintenance. In some cases, this is a combination of drugs such as a chemotherapy drug and a steroid. At the beginning of this video, I posed the question, is acute lymphoblastic leukemia possibly genetic? And I do believe it is. Here's why. In August of 2018, when I was first diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, I also tested positive for the Philadelphia chromosome. Here is where things get a little bit interesting because I wasn't exactly sure what the Philadelphia chromosome was. The Philadelphia chromosome is the most common translocation found in A.L.L. patients. Translocations are the most common type of chromosome change that can lead to leukemia. A translocation means that the DNA from one chromosome breaks off and becomes attached to a different chromosome. Alright, so if I'm understanding this correctly, I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia because I had the Philadelphia chromosome, which then points to the fact that this is a genetic illness. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. This video is getting extra long, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. I hope that you found it both educational and entertaining. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the bell button beside the subscribe button. That way you're notified every time we post a new video here on this channel. That said, I'm also going to post several resources in the show notes below. That way, if you have been diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia and you need to process things on your own, you're able to do so. Believe me, I completely understand how it is. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week. Bye now.